I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Boom! How about that? When's the last time you said the Pledge of Allegiance? Go ahead, stand up, put your hand on your chest, say it. You'll love it. You'll make you feel good. Come on, and don't forget to pray for our nation, folks. Pray for lots of nations. Pray for humanity. Actually, it never hurts. Doesn't hurt because he hears you. He hears you. But hey, you didn't click on this video because you're like, Josh, I know you love God. I know you give the glory to God. I clicked on this video because I want to know about the cost of living in Oklahoma City. Well, folks, that's exactly what this video is all about. I just love saying the Pledge of Allegiance, though. It just makes me feel good. It does. It makes me feel good. I'm also the guy that goes to bed at night sometimes, pray until he falls asleep. But that's just me. That's just me. But enough of that. Let's get into the video because that's what you want to know about. You want to know about the cost of living in Oklahoma City in 2022. And folks, 3 years ago, that cost of living video is off the table. It is off the table. You talk about some messed up numbers. That's what we're going to go over today. I'm going to show you the messed up numbers. I'm going to show you how my grocery bill costs more than my house bill does. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. But that's what we're going to go over today. So if that's something you're interested, that's something you want to learn about, I'll put timestamps down in the video below. For those of you watching who are getting ready to click off, you're like, this guy doesn't shut up, just get into the video. I'm going to put timestamps down in the video below so you can skip around when I get done. Right now it's live. So when I get done, I'll do the timestamps tomorrow morning or something. And you can skip around. But we're going to go over grocery costs. We're going to go over utility cost. We're going to go over eating out. We're going to go over the movies. We're going to go over secondary education for if you want to get something more than a high school degree. We're going to talk about college and VOTEC. We're also going to talk about healthcare cost. Okay? And then we're going to wrap it up with housing cost. And all these numbers are going to blow you away. So when you're deciding where you want to live and you're debating on the cost of living, hopefully, this will give you a little bit more information when you're making that decision. And why do I make these videos? Why? If you're new to the channel, you got to subscribe. Because if you want to know everything about relocating to, or moving within Oklahoma City and the Oklahoma City metro area or the great state of Oklahoma, that's what this channel is all about. Because my name's Josh Barnett. I'm a real estate agent over at eXp Realty. The group of agents that I work with, eXp Realty, we absolutely make these videos to help earn your business when you're relocating to, or moving within the Oklahoma City metro area. That's why I make these videos, because you've got to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, so the group of agents that I work with, eXp Realty, and I can help you when you're relocating to, moving within Oklahoma City and the Oklahoma City metro area. Did it sound like an echo? Was there an echo just now? Okay, enough of all that. Let's get into today's videos, and don't forget, if you're watching, subscribe, share the love. It lets other people know that it's a good video. And if you hate my video, be sure to post a comment too that you hate it. Be like, get off the YouTube, Uncle Fester. Get off the Facebook, Uncle Fester. Like, go back to the Addams family. Okay? And if you relate me to Mr. Clean, thank you. I appreciate that. I get mainly Uncle Festers. But let's go ahead and switch over right now. Where is my switcher button? Right here. First off, I want to start with groceries. Oh my gosh, what is the deal with groceries? Why are they so expensive? A week's worth of groceries for myself and my wife and 3 children cost us around $300, folks. $300 effing dollars. Seriously, folks, what is going on there? $300. That's $1,200 a month almost. That doesn't even include diapers and toilet paper. Seriously. Like, it is so expensive to buy food now. So something to keep in mind. If it's expensive where you're at, it's about $300 a week for a family of 5 to eat here in Oklahoma. And this video is based entirely off of what I'm spending. It's based off entirely my experiences, what my customers might be telling me, etc., etc. That's what it's based off of. Your numbers might vary and be different. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. So there is groceries, about $300 a week. That is horrible. Horrible. Let me check that off this checklist. Okay? I want to move you through this video in an orderly fashion. OG&E. They are who do a majority of our electric here in Oklahoma. OG&E. Okay? That's summertime. And guys, it is hot. I'm not joking. It is hot. Now, some of my customers from, desert states are like, Josh, it's not hot. And I'm like, okay, relative. Right now, I'm dying. Like the kids and I with the wife were underneath the shade trees with the water on, in the mornings and in the evenings. Because we ain't going outside during the day. During the day, you go outside and the heat just sucks the breath right out of you. And if you're in the city where all the cement's at, not only is the sun baking you, the floor's baking you too. So you're getting it from both sides. So if you want to get that full oven-like baked feeling, just go walk around the sidewalk a little bit right now. Time of this video, it is July 22nd, I believe. I believe it's July 22nd. It's hot. It's hot, folks. 105 degrees. So what does that mean? That means my electric bill is going to be expensive. It means I'm going to have an expensive electric bill. So in the summer times in Oklahoma, you got high electric bills, $300, $400. If you got one of those energy efficient houses, you've got a $200, $300 house, in summer times like this. But in the wintertime, I know my electric bill is going to be low because I get to pay gas. And speaking of gas, let me switch over right here. The ONG, Oklahoma Natural Gas. Oklahoma Natural Gas is our gas providers. Yes, they are. They are our gas providers. Monica Shippen, I want to give you a shout out. Thank you for the comments. It's the 25th. Thank you. I appreciate that. The 25th. I've been working all day. I've probably said the 25th, 6-7 times. I appreciate that. It is in American dollars that I'm basing this cost of value off of. Yes, ma'am. And the 25th. Yes. Thank you so much for that clarification. Guys, shout out. Give me a thumbs up if you're liking this content. ONG is our gas bill. And in the winter time, I can't say I've ever gotten a bill that's just like floored me. Even when we had that horrible storm last year, not last year but the year before, it was horrible. It was so scary. We just had a baby and people were losing power all over. God blessed us. We didn't lose power and we were running the heater because we got little kiddos who for some reason don't keep their clothes on. Like, why don't the little kiddos keep their clothes on in the wintertime? Like, put your clothes on. Wear socks. Seriously, your feet are so cold. Anyways, I think we might have had like at the most 180 in the wintertime on my electric bill. Now, we do have fireplace. We'll use the firewood. Man, you want to mess with someone in Oklahoma that has a fireplace, bring them some cedar to burn. That stuff burns so fast, and a lot of people are allergic to it. They'll start sneezing immediately. That's mean. Don't do that. Don't take people's cedar. That's just wrong. Don't do that at all. Okay, and then when you're talking about Oklahoma City, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna have OG&E for electric, ONG for gas, and then when you're in Oklahoma City, you've got Oklahoma City Water, Trash, and Sewer. Now, back when I lived right in the Oklahoma City metro area, I don't think my water, trash, and sewer bill was ever over $100. I really don't. Even when I was watering the yard a lot. Oklahoma City does do water rationing almost every summer that I've been there. Odd houses do odd days and even houses do even days, but they have big trash pickup. They have a lot of benefits. I can't say my bill was ever over $100 when it came to Oklahoma City water, trash, and sewer. It was really great. I felt really spoiled, actually. I know some friends in Edmond who've had $400, $500 water bills. Edmond water is like liquid gold, folks. Liquid gold. It's crazy. Yes, the big trash pickup. I love it in Oklahoma City. Whenever I get a listing in Oklahoma City, I can't wait to tell people who especially are relocating to Oklahoma City about big trash pickup. Huge benefit in Oklahoma City. Whichever mayor had to have been a Republican. I don't have my noises because this is live. it would have gone wah wah wah. Okay, or a cannon would have gone off boom. Okay, who implemented big trash pickup, but huge service when it comes to the cost of living in Oklahoma City. The water, trash, and sewer is super affordable, super affordable. So moving right along, let me move you right through this right here. Now we're going to talk about internet, folks. We're going to talk about internet. Oh, here's some service rates. If you want to know the down and dirty service rates, I found this page on Oklahoma City. And I don't know what all this means. I'm just going to tell you, for me, it was around $100. You want to call and verify the city what your water, trash, and sewer is going to be. But I'm going to say it wasn't more than $100 a month. I found this cool little chart right here that I want to show you. So internet, okay, especially for you remote workers out there, you got to pay attention to your internet. Look at some of these guys. They're going to give you 500 down, but your up speed is very important. Your up speed is so important. Pay attention to that too. The only way to get decent up speed from this Cox site, this is straight from Cox, guys, straight from Cox. The only way to get decent up speed, 35 megabytes up, that's not even good. That's not even good. That's like okay. Like you can go to the library and get better up speed than that. Okay? You're going to spend $110 a month. $110 a month with Cox to do that. Okay, if you live in the southern part of the Oklahoma City metro area, if you live in the Blanchard, I think even in Moore, they have what's called I just forgot the name of it. But they got Gigablast internet, like 1,000 up and 1,000 down, I believe. Don't quote me. I got to look it up. For only $85 a month. Only $85 a month. And Cox is sitting here shortchanging you with only 35 up? Like, what's up with that? What's up with that? Let's check out AT&T Fiber together. I can't believe I didn't already have that pulled up. AT&T Internet in Oklahoma City. Guys, give me a shout out. If you've got questions about any bills, let me know. Let me know what bill questions you have, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. So let me check this out right now. Okay, so we're looking at fiber and AT&T, and they're asking for an address. I don't know an Oklahoma City address. I can't remember any of my old ones. God, this is a horrible live video. I'm just going to skip it, and I'll put down in the comments below a better explanation. All right? Okay. So also a utility. I feel gasoline is a utility. I don't know how you feel about gasoline being a utility. Ooh, perfect address, Monica. Thank you so much. Let's go over here and let's plug this in. Let's check on internet availability in the middle of Oklahoma City. This is over right by Oklahoma City University. You could literally walk to it. So it looks like an account already exists, but it's not letting me check the cost on it. Well, that's just stupid. Gotta love these computers. I'll put down in the comments below a better rate chart on all the internet providers in the city. That way you guys can get that info. Thank you so much for that help, Monica. AT&T just doesn't want us to figure it out tonight. But gas prices. Gas is another huge utility. Oklahoma, it's not walkable. Unless you live right downtown and you live in one of those fancy condos or one of those fancy historic houses or one of those fancy remodeled historic retro modern houses that they've built down there, you're gonna have to have a car. You're gonna have to have a car. Oklahoma City is the fourth, I believe it's the fourth. It's either the fourth or sixth largest city in all of the United States area-wise. Area-wise. The people went crazy back in the 70s and 80s, and they annexed like into Canadian County, into Cleveland County, up into almost Logan County even. They annexed like everything. One positive of that, we have paved roads everywhere in Oklahoma County. It's like one of the only counties in Oklahoma that has paved roads everywhere. Now, yes, there's some private dirt roads in Oklahoma County. If you're looking for something like that, call me. I got 5 acres that I could tell you about that you would absolutely love, especially if you're a dog lover. You would absolutely love it. But that's a trade-off of them doing it. So in me saying that is you're going to be commuting, maybe 15 miles, maybe 20 miles to work. So gas is a big cost. It's a utility cost that I definitely want to tell you about. And so what is going on right now with gas as of today. When I pulled this up, this is July 25th. July 25th. It's saying the Oklahoma average gas price is $3.96. So 3.966 is average gas dollars. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, if you're a smart real estate agent like me and you have a little Mazda 3 to do all your work in, you're filling up 10 gallons of gas because you get 36 miles to the gallon is only going to cost you $40 to fill up 10 gallons of gas. Now, I still got the family vehicle. I still got the Yukon. When I fill up the Yukon, I'm reminded of my days back before kids, back before being married, when I'd drop $100 on alcohol, because gasoline's an alcohol thing, right? Wah, wah, wah. Did you guys catch that one? But if you got to fill up a 30-gallon tank, of gasoline, look at this. Look at this. $121.41 as of today. $121.41 as of today. What in the heck? Okay, so when you're comparing states, when you're comparing gas prices, this is Oklahoma's as of July 25th today. $121 on a 30-gallon tank. That is crazy. That is crazy. Shout out to everybody watching. Appreciate it. Give me some thumbs up. Put down in the comments below if you got questions on bills about the cost of living in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. That's what this video is about. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate that. And as always, don't forget the team of agents that I work with, eXp Realty and I, we're absolutely here to earn your business when you're relocated to, moving to, or moving within Oklahoma City and the Oklahoma City metro area. Great big thumbs up. Shout out to everybody watching. Now, so those are all the utility costs that we went through. We went through electric. We went through the gas for the house. We went through the internet costs. We went through water, trash, and sewer costs, and we went through gasoline costs. So those are some utility costs to keep in mind. Now we're going to switch over to eating out and going out. And I love Charleston's restaurant. My wife and I, we always go to Charleston's restaurant. It is so great. It's great. At least she tells me it's great. I mean, I think she likes it. She could just be being nice to me. I have to ask her about that tonight. I think she likes it. But Charleston's restaurant is a good, like, middle-of-the-road restaurant. It's not super expensive. It's not like a Mahogany Steakhouse or Boulevard Steakhouse. But at the same time, too, I personally feel like it's a little bit above, what is that place called? Outback. I believe it's a little bit above Outback. Oh, come on. No, that's not true. So I think it's a little bit above Outback. I definitely do think it's a little bit above Outback, me personally. But at the same time, too, I love Outback. I really do. And I don't know. So, but I love Charleston's more. And I think Charleston's is a little bit more of a not so relaxed restaurant experience as Outback. And that I could be off. I could be completely off. I need to research how they rate restaurants, actually. But so when my wife and I, when we go to Charleston, so when we eat out, like if I'm going there with a customer or I'm going there with coworkers or stuff like that, like I'm just a burger person. Like that's just what I am. So right now, a burger's going to run you anywhere between $16 and all the way up to $24 for a burger. Like, what the hell happened, right? How did this happen? Oh my gosh, $16 to $24. Now, I do believe you get a choice of sides right here. So you get some French fries or some coleslaw too with it. But $16, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm glad I never paid attention to the bill. I just sign the paper and be like, okay, done. Like, done with that. But also, where is... I wanted to go over chicken fried chicken with you because that's a plate that people love. Where is chicken fried chicken? So, did I pass it? It should be right here, right? Oven roasted chicken, Parmesan chicken, original chicken tender. We'll just look at the chicken tender platter then, because I thought they had a chicken fried chicken. Oh, here's chicken fried steak, right here. Chicken fried steak. $19. So, and this doesn't include your drinks. So if you drink water, it's still gonna be $19. Don't forget to tip the people. Okay, it's they deserve the tips, especially if the what is it called? What is it called? Especially if they're a younger, like waiter or waitress, because they're probably working college and serving you drinks and stuff. Oh, and if they keep your water full, definitely do that. Um, uh, let me jump back in time. So going out, a burger is gonna be about $16, and chicken fried steak is gonna be about $19. And that doesn't include a drink. So if you have drinks, add the $4 or whatever a drink is. I don't think I pulled up the drink menu. I just brought up the food menu, and then Vet Girl talking about food, talking about grocery cost of beef and dairy. So I pulled up Walmart earlier in the video, and let's just jump on that real quick. Let's look at those items. So so we get the whole milk, and this is 2 gallons at $11.52. So 2 gallons at $11.52. Let me grab my calculator real quick. I want to get your question answered. 11.52. 52 divided by 2. It's looking like a gallon of milk is around 576. 576 right now. And then when it comes to meat, Aubrey and I, and we always recommend on the channel to buy from a local farmer. You could get a half a beef, which is a ton of meat. You need a whole freezer for a half a beef, and that's going to be expensive. But if you go in on a half a beef with some of your family members, with some of your friends, or someone from church that then you can divide that cost up. And some farmers might sell you a quarter of a beef too, which would be a lot more manageable. But it really just depends on what the prices of meat are at that time, and how much work that farmer puts in the food. Because the reason Aubrey and I go and buy the half of beef is because we've got little kiddos, and we buy it from a local organic grass-fed farmer. So that's why we do it that way. So I would just recommend calling any farmer that you're interested in. And the last set of meat that I bought from our farmer, I don't know the prices. And I don't want to tell you the wrong thing on the cost of beef right now, because I haven't personally checked them myself. But I did want to give you that info. Yes, yeah, the half a beef is the way to go, 100%, when you're purchasing your meat. And there's tons and tons of local farmers who feed their cattle really good food, and me personally, I feel it's better for you. I haven't done any scientific checks or anything to verify that it's better for you, but I would definitely check into getting half a beef. Jamonte, thank you so much for that update. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, Monica, our milk is our milk is more expensive than your milk in California. That's weird. I don't know why, but that's good info. That is good info. And Jamonte, thank you so much for that update on the cost of the meat right there. Thank you so much. So switching back to where we were at before, we talked about groceries, we talked about utilities, we talked about eating out. Now let's talk about going to the movies, right? Right? You want to go see the new Top Gun? You want to go see the new Nope movie? It looks scary on the trailers. It looks crazy scary to me. So in Oklahoma at AMC Theaters, I'm using AMC Theaters Quail Springs Mall as a general guide for, oh no, it says my time is up. God, it's so frustrating. But anyways, I remember what the numbers were. So the numbers were basically $12.50 an adult, I believe. Yep, $12.50 an adult, and then it was $7.95, I think, for children. So if you've got a family of 4, you're dropping 8, 16, 25 and 16. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe it timed me out like that. So 25 plus 16, you're dropping $41 just on tickets. And then sometimes too, they charge you a convenience fee for some reason. Like what is that about? So if you want to see a movie, you got all these great movies to choose from, and then If you want to see them in the theater, if it's just you and your spouse, if it's like Aubrey and I just going, we're looking at $25. But if we're the weirdos that buy seats beside us, so no one sits beside us too, because you got to like reserve your seating sometimes, then it's going to be roughly around $41. If you're taking the whole family, go before prime time is what I think it's called. Go before the like 4 o'clock showing or whatever, and it's always going to be cheaper here in Oklahoma. So to do that too, and then of course if you want to rent out a whole movie theater for your church or for your local or for your work, you have those options to do that in AMC theaters too here in Oklahoma. So movies around $50, especially if you buy popcorn and drinks, you're definitely gonna be dropping a $50 bill. So dinner gonna be probably around $60, $75 with a tip, and then the movies is probably gonna be around $50 if it's just two people, and you might be looking more along $75 if it's the family, maybe $100 if you're buying everyone's suites. So that is the extracurricular activity of the cost of living here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And then chances you'll meet somewhere with chickens. Yes. You will meet people with chickens in Oklahoma. 100% Jamonte. Yes. And they're always giving away eggs. Unless their dogs keep breaking into the chicken coop and stealing the eggs for some reason. They could have crazy dogs who keep breaking into the chicken coop and taking the eggs, no matter how much the person tries to like reinforce the chicken coop. It's frustrating. Yes, we can't recommend that, Monica. That we can't recommend that. And yes, girl, when you move back, you definitely get with a local farmer. 100%. Reach out to Monica, reach out to Monte, reach out to me. We'll point you in the right direction with local farmers in the areas. We all know people. And then, of course, that's going to be great when you move back. 100% great. So now let's switch over to educational cost. Okay, so if you've got some children getting ready to go into the higher education, or if you want to go and restart that degree program again, we've got some great colleges here. We've got Oklahoma University and Oklahoma State University. And then there's also private colleges too that you could look into, but I just picked Oklahoma University, one of the most well-known ones in our state. OU and OSU are equally great. They're all awesome, and they both have different specialties too. Oklahoma State University is more agricultural based university, and then the Norman thing is more football. They're both really football. Like, if you haven't been to either campus, just drive by them. They're very awe-inspiring campuses. They're huge. But if you're looking at OU, and this is based on the 2022-2023 academic year, these costs are, you're looking at tuition of $4,920. I wonder how many hours they're basing this off of. Okay, 15 credit hours. So fees, housing, food, book supplies. No way the books are only $800. They must be using like ebooks. There's no way the books are only $800. That's bull honky. That's total bull honky. So they're trying to say $26,040 for 15 credits. Man, that is a lot of money. And then it's got indirect cost here. Transportation, loan fees, an additional $6,800. Wow. $33,250 for 15 credits of higher education. That is crazy. That's right. Go Pokes. Go Pokes at OSU, 100% Tremonte. I love that campus. Don't try to drive through the middle of OSU during the middle of the day, though. They block it off so students are less likely to get ran over, and you need a special pass to get through the arms that raise up and stuff. And actually, they're probably one of the only universities in the state that still have a way to drive through the middle campus. So a lot of your other campuses have literally blocked the roads off. You used to be able to drive through UCO in Edmond right through the middle of campus. Now they blocked it off. You literally have to drive around and park around the whole campus now. So, wow, $33,250 just for 15 credits. What does that come out to per credit? Where'd my calculator go? Let's run that real quick. $33,250 divided by 15. $2,150 $216 per credit. Wow. Make sure you're picking a degree that's going to pay you back. If you're going to go the college route, I went the college route. That's just what I did. But if you're going to do that, make sure you're picking a degree. Make sure you're picking a specialty that pays you that money back. Make sure of it. And then another form of education, of course, is the vocational technical schools. And I highly recommend people looking into this. These are schools that teach you such things as heat and air, such things as plumbing, such things as electrician, such things as diesel mechanics, such things as welding. They teach you trades. And these are the types of schools, especially if you've got little kids at home, these are the type of schools you definitely want to check into, because your kiddo, while they're going through their last couple of years of high school, can go to these schools theoretically paid for, completely paid for. Verify with your school's counselor, see how that program works. But there are kids in high school learning great paying trade jobs, and when they graduate high school, they're getting out of high school making $60,000, $80,000 a year starting out. Folks, that's mind blowing. When you're doing your job search, when you're seeing all those those 4-year degree required on those $30,000 and $40,000 paying jobs, I think that's such a slap in the face to those kids that went and got those degrees in those specialties when they could have gone to a VOTEC during high school, and got out making, $40,000, $60,000, sometimes $80,000 jobs depending on what program they go through. Isn't that a no-brainer? And they're getting out of high school with literally no debt, starting out making $40,000, $60,000, $80,000 a job. Folks, look into the VOTECs with the children. Look into that. I got kids. Okay, I know everything I say to them. Typically, the first word out of their mouth is no. Aubrey and I were working on saying yes, sir, yes, ma'am. We're working on that. We have reached our limits of no. But if your kids say no on the VOTEC, you got to put the foot down. You got to put the foot down. You'll be setting them up for success if you're helping them go through the VOTEC during high school. You absolutely will. So the cost of VOTECs is $2,200 for 1,000 hours of credit. So if they're going through the diesel mechanic school, which I think is like 780 hours of credit, listen, look at this. Watch this. $2.20 per credit times 780. $1,716 is the cost. Okay? This is from their website right here. Tuition policy for career training. $2. And verify with their counselor. Call their counselor, talk to the counselor, verify these numbers. But if I'm looking at this right with you, if I'm just reading what they're saying right here, tuition for Francis Tuttle Center Career Training Programs is $2.20 per clock hour. And if the career major has 1,000 hours, you're looking at only $2,200. Compare those 4-year degrees and the work options they offer compared to these technical degree programs, these technical school programs. Compare them, folks, especially right now, especially in these times. Compare them 100%. Oh, you're just being nice. Yes, if you're ever interested in getting in real estate or changing brokerages, definitely reach out to me too. Thank you for that shout out, Monica. Really appreciate that. So that takes us through the cost of higher education, folks. So we've gone over groceries, we've gone over food, we've gone over utilities, we've gone over eating out and watching movies, and now we've gone over higher education. Now let's take a look at what it costs for healthcare in Oklahoma. Okay, this is from Stacker.com. Stacker.com is where I'm getting these numbers from on healthcare. So if you go to the doctor, it's looking like you're going to drop $100 every time you go to the doctor. So if you go to the doctor because you stubbed your toe really bad and they've got to reset that toe, it'll be $100 plus whatever the reset fee is. If you got to go to the doctor because you were working outside in this crazy heat and they had a heat stroke, well, you're going to do an emergency room visit and everything else. That's going to be maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna guess $5,000 probably if you do that. But just your regular, doctor visits, your checkups or whatever, it's looking like it's $100 bill out the door for your doctors. Now, of course, verify with your insurance provider. Verify with your Blue Cross Blue Shields, Insure Oklahoma, Sooner Care. Verify with your insurance provider on what your costs are and who your primary care in-network people are. Verify all that, because if you've got a deductible of $2,500, it might be a little more. If you've got a $1,500 deductible, it might be a little less. Verify with your insurance care providers. But every time that I've had to go, that I didn't want to go all the way down to Ada, that's where the Indian hospital is that I go to. And another thing, if you're an Indian member in Oklahoma, we've got so many Indian hospitals. A lot of that healthcare is free. They provide that healthcare to tribal members for free. So verify with your tribe. I'm a Choctaw Nation tribe member, and my healthcare is essentially free through them. Now, I'm also a combat vet, so a lot of my healthcare is free through the VA too. So check with the VA on what your eligibilities are through healthcare if you're a veteran also. Car insurance, great question. Great question on car insurance. I've got 3 vehicles insured, and I pay roughly $286 a month through USAA. $286 a month through USAA is what my car insurance runs, and that's 3 vehicles, 2 large vehicles and then 1 small, gas-friendly, 36 miles to the gallon car is what my insurance rates are on those 3 vehicles, $286 I believe a month. And I'm really glad you brought up insurance, because homeowners insurance is uber expensive here in the state of Oklahoma. Oklahoma and Kansas are the 2 most expensive when it comes to homeowners insurance, because we have the ice chunks that fall from heaven called hell, and they like to smash things, and they do that sporadically and randomly. Usually in the spring and the fall, they will smash a car till it's totaled. I know I've had a car totaled by ice chunks falling from heaven. It's crazy, totally nuts. But yeah, and then of course the wind gets up to 90 mile an hour wind blowing the thunder through. It's crazy. And then we $1,100 a year for farmers insurance. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I had a small home in Spencer, Oklahoma, and I was paying $1,650 a year for that. And then Jamonte plays $135 a month for 1 vehicle, and he's got a really nice Subaru. That's nice. And then Monica paid $1,100 a year for her house in Oklahoma, and that was a landlord policy in Oklahoma. Monica, did that have personal property insurance on it, or was that just was that just a landlord policy? And the only reason I ask is that sounds like a really good deal they were giving you. Yeah, that was a landlord policy. Okay. Yeah, car insurance cover hell. Make sure it does. They always, the car insurance people, all the insurance companies always read all their riders, read everything about what's covered and not covered, and verify with your insurance company, because you want to make sure that that's all covered. Yeah, you definitely do. And of course, there's different levels of insurance. There's liability, there's the Oklahoma minimum liability, there's full coverage, there's additional hospital cost and stuff like that when it comes to insurance. So verify with an insurance company. Yeah, we had a Subaru too. So when I saw Jamonte's car, it took me back to when my wife and I had one. Yeah, Subarus are great cars, definitely great cars. So last thing on the list, we talked about insurance and we talked about medical costs and things like that. Last thing on the list, of course, is housing. So when you're moving to Oklahoma City, in the Oklahoma City metro area, so right here, this is information straight from our MLS, and this is over the last 3 years. So looking at June of 2022, when you're talking about a 1,500 to a 2,000 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath home, you're going to be talking around $240,000 on the median. If I do average, I think it drops it down to 220. Does that drop it down to 220? No, it took it up to 248 on average. So when you're looking on the medium for a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage, or it doesn't have garages listed here, but I just assume it has garages. You're at 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. you're going to be looking around $240,000, folks. That is absolutely mind-blowing to someone who's been doing real estate for the last 15 years. Those numbers blow my mind, and it's all because of the good old, you know what I'm talking about. So before, in January 2019, folks, your average 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage home in Oklahoma, 1,500, 2,000 square feet, only cost you $160,000. $160,000. Those were amazing days. Those were so awesome. But because of everybody moving here to get the freedoms that the state of Oklahoma provides, and to get away from the places in which they were living, prices have gone up on the median house all the way up to $240,000. So definitely always verify with the lender that the loan that they're giving you, especially with the interest rates raising today, is going to get you the payment that is still manageable for your family and you. You never ever want to be house broke. So prices of houses were still, the last report that I saw, and I don't remember where it was, but the last report or article that I read is we're still the 5th least expensive state for housing in our republic union. Okay, it's a republic. Okay, the union of the 50 states. So we're still 5th least expensive, but before COVID, $152,000. After COVID, $240,000, folks. So really pay attention to that interest rate. They say the Fed's getting ready to raise rates again next week. These are just articles I read. I don't watch that. I spend time with my family. I help make videos, and I help people buy and sell houses. That's what I do. I don't like ponder over the Fed every single day, but I have seen articles going through my feed that the Fed's getting ready to raise rates. So pay attention to that. That makes your buying power go down if you're on a set budget. So just something to keep in mind. So that's it, guys. That's the cost of living in Oklahoma for 2022. It's been a little over a year since our last video, Oklahoma City. This is our cost of living for Oklahoma City for 2022. It's been a little over a year since our last video on this, and guys, I've just had so much fun interacting with you and answering these questions with you, and this has been an amazing chat. I really appreciate this, guys. This is awesome. Don't forget, when you're relocating to, moving to, or moving within Oklahoma City, in the Oklahoma City metro area, you absolutely got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. The group of agents that I work with at eXp Realty and I, we're absolutely here to earn your business when you're making a move to the great state of Oklahoma in the Oklahoma City metro area. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you so much for the interaction. I feel really blessed to have you guys out there with me going through this. I appreciate all of our customers' businesses. Monica, Jamonte, you guys mean the world to me. Thank you so much, guys. And Vet Girl, thank you so much. Yes, exactly. People are paying a little bit more to live free. 100%. 100%, guys. You guys share the video with your friends. Give it a big thumbs up again. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the next clip. Let me get my little outro thing for us all real quick. If you got the volume turned up, turn it down a little bit. This thing's a little loud, okay? Here we go. See you guys on the next clip.